Hey there, honey, and happy Saturday. It is March the 2nd, and I suppose for those of you watching this over her shoulder, you'll be wondering, what do you mean by that? It's March 1st that you're uploading this. And I was like, yes, that's quite true. At least those of you back home, hello, by the way. But last night, and don't ask me when, because I'm not capable of staying up that late, so I don't know exactly when it happened. We crossed the international DATELINE, and so we skipped from February 29th to March 2nd. Lost a Friday in the process, which, when you're on vacation, it really doesn't matter that much. Every day is Friday, every day is the weekend. They all sort of blur together. It's only a matter of what day is it as to where are you. If it's the 4th, it must be Auckland, basically. And that's just how it goes. That's traveling for you, and this is certainly traveling in style. As you might have guessed from some of my previous logs, I'm rather looking forward to Monday. Yeah, I know, that sounds weird too. But again, remember, Monday doesn't feel like a Monday anymore when you're on a trip like this. It's just another day off, except it's a day when you're in port, you're running around, and I realize I'm going to be picking up a lot more footage, a lot more observations, a lot more things to see and do and record myself seeing and doing. And I'm looking forward to that because, and I realize that I haven't shown you every square inch of this ship. I haven't explored every square inch of this ship. I'm not necessarily interested in places like the casino or the cinema. And there are some places like the kids areas, Adventure Ocean, Fuel. I don't really think I belong, so I stay out of those. But the fact of the matter is, for all the places that there are on this ship, I've gotten enough of them. And there are things where they just don't work for me at any rate. And I'll probably actually put something together about that later on. I've got still 40 or 50 days to go through this, so I'm sure you'll hear from me more about the ship and about why certain areas are problematic for what I'm doing right here. Because I know you're probably wondering why I spend so much time in my room or on my balcony when I could be getting out there and doing stuff. And honestly, there's not as much there, to borrow from Gertrude Stein, as you'd think, at least for someone like me. There are others, this would be great. It's just not my speed. I'm on here in order to be in a hotel that takes me everywhere I want to go, and a few places that I never thought of going to. But as far as actually being here, I like my room and I'm just as happy to be there. I mean, I paid what per day to use it? I might as well get as much use out of it as possible. We'll go into that in a separate vlog, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. We've got all the time in the world to do it, too. Wow, that's an interesting phrasing. Yes, we've got all the time in the world to do that. Anyway, and while we're at sea, there's not much to report other than the fact that I've just crossed the DATELINE. I'm now 18 hours ahead of the folks at home. And so, hello from the future. This will probably be uploaded before I'm actually recording this, if that makes any sense. By the time you see this, it may still not be the time I'm recording this, which is just weird, but that's how things go when you're this close to where the transition's made. One of the things that's really interesting is that when we crossed over, we didn't actually change times. We're still at a time that's 5 hours behind Central Time. It's just that we're a day ahead. And we've been 5 hours behind for a couple of days since leaving Papier Day. But all of a sudden it's a different day, and 5 hours behind becomes 19 hours ahead. I assumed we'd be 18 hours ahead. We'd gain an extra hour of sleep, but apparently not. Either that or none of the ship's clocks, including the app, have changed to reflect it. So I can only assume we are still technically an hour behind Honolulu, but also a day ahead. And that's how that works out. We'll see if we lose an hour at some point before we get to Auckland. I expect we will. What do I know? I've never been here before, so it's not mine to make such assertions. Anyway, I've been here long enough, and there's really not that much more to report, so I'm just going to close this out. Say hello from the future once again, and I'll have a report for you later. Take care, honey. Keep an eye on me. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. Bye.